Okay guys, in this video, we are going to create a realistic neckband as well as apply top stitches onto this t-shirt. So first of all, let's see a couple examples here. This is the neckband that we want to achieve here. So we have right here, top stitches around the neckband as well as binding right here in the back. And I'm going to show you how to achieve that. Okay, let's get to CLO and then let's create the binding as well as the top stitches. So first of all, to create binding, I have two options. The first easy and quickest option to do here, we will use this binding tool, click on it to select. And then I'm going to rotate this shirt here and click one right here to start, continue clicking, and then I'm going to click twice here to create the binding. After that, I will use this edit binding tool and come over here to this binding. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create another fabric here for binding. I'm going to click on the trim fabric and then select copy here, and I'm going to name this binding. After that, I want to change that color to somewhat a little bit lighter. We'll use this edit binding tool, and after that, I will click on that binding and come over here to the property editor. I will change the fabric here to binding. Alright, so next let's rotate here so we can see the binding. I kind of like the fabric a little bit lighter. So how about right there? After that, I will click on apply and close. Next, I will hover the mouse over that binding right there. And I'm going to right click and we want to select flip normal. Alright, so after that, let's simulate. Before I'm going to simulate though, I will strengthen the garment here. And then simulate. And stop the simulation and let unstrengthen here. Alright, so right here, this is the binding. That is the first option that we would do. However though, to apply the stitches right here, so let's get back to that. So if we look at closely here, we have these two stitches at the edge of the, let's look at this one. We have two stitches, one is on the top and one is on the bottom. To achieve that, we will use the second option. So the second option, we are going to remove this binding first. So I'm going to use this edit binding tool. Then click on that binding right there. Press on delete or backspace on the keyboard to delete. Alright, so now we are going to come over here. And first of all, I'm going to unlink this pattern here. Remove link editing for both back and front. After that, I'm going to convert this to curve point here. And I also want to convert these to baseline. And logo. Now I'm going to convert this point to curve point as well. Alright, so now let's focus on the back binding. To create the binding for this case, we want to offset as internal line here. Click on there, right click, and we want to select offset as internal line. And I'm going to type in here 0.8 and then click on OK. Next, we want to create the fabric for this. I'm going to measure this length here. So right now it is 20.87 and I'm going to create 20.87. And then here going to be 0.8 and I'm going to click on OK. And let's bring that up a little bit here. And I'm going to shrink this. Simply double click on the center, click and then drag it in, right click. I will change that to 95% and then click on OK. And after that, we will sew this to the t-shirt. To sew it, I will use the segment sewing tool and then click one right here to sew to the top and then click one right here to sew to the bottom. And after that, we want to superimpose that. Simply click on that piece of pattern there. Come over here to the 3D window and hover the mouse over that. And right click, we want to select superimpose under. Alright, let's zoom in here. I'm going to simulate here and stop the simulation. Alright, so now we are going to apply the elastic here, the top part. And I'm going to come over here to the property editor, click on the elastic to turn on and change this to, let's say 3. And then here, 95, press on the tab key to confirm, and let's simulate one more time here. Alright, that looks about right. So after that, we want to create two internal lines here, so we can apply the top stitches. To do so, I will use this edit pattern tool, click on this top here, and then press on shift, click on this bottom here. And I'm going to right click, and we want to select offset as internal line. And I'm going to type in 0.2 here, and then click on OK. Next, we want to apply top stitches onto that two line. To apply the top stitches, I will come over here and then click on the top stitch tool and select the segment top stitch. Okay, and I'm going to click one right there and click one right here to apply onto the pattern. Alright, so it looks like we don't have the top stitch here because we need to flip this inside out. To do so, I'm going to marquee select that piece right there, come to this 3D window, hover the mouse on top of the gizmo, right click, and we want to select flip normal. And I'm going to deselect here, so now we can see these top stitches. However though, we want to change the offset of the top stitch as well as the color. To do so, I will come over here and click on the top stitch edit tool and then come over here, click on that default top stitch. First of all, let me change the name here to binding, and then I'm going to customize that top stitch. So first of all, come over here and then we want to change offset here to 0, and then we will continue come down here, we will change this to single, and then I want to change the color here I will use this eyedropper tool, click on the t-shirt here, and then I'm going to press on escape to get out. And let's simply drag it down to get a little bit darker here. And then I'm going to click on apply and close. Alright, so now let's simulate it one more time to see the effects. So right now, let's change the particle distance here for that piece of fabric into a little bit smaller. How about 3? And then press on return enter on the keyboard. And I'm going to click on yes here. And let's strengthen that piece first and then simulate. So stop it. I'm going to right click on that gizmo. And then we want to select superimpose under one more time here. And then let's simulate one more time. And now we can see the pattern. I'm going to unstrengthen here. Right now we got to see this binding right underneath back of the t-shirt. Next we want to apply the top stitches around the neckband as well as overlock top stitches underneath the front neckband. So to do that, we are going to create more top stitches. First of all, let's come over here to this edit top stitch tool, click on the top stitch, and I want to create a copy here. And I'm going to name this single, next, and then all. And then I'm going to simply use the segment top stitch and click one right here for the back, and also we want to click one right here for the front. And if we look at closely here, we want to change the offset here to somewhat a little bit off down here. I will come over here and click on that single neck all top stitch, and then come down here. We want to change the offset to 1/116. And there you go. Now we have the perfect top stitches around the neck as well as onto the binding. Now we are going to create the overlock top stitches so we can apply right here underneath the front neck. To do so, let's simply come over here, and then I'm going to click on that single top stitch right there and then click on copy. And I'm going to name this next front overlock. And after that, I will come over here on the property editor and we want to customize that a little bit. So I want to change the offset here to 1/8. And shape, we're going to change that to overlock. And then I'm going to come down here. We will change the color later. How about that? And I'm going to simply use this segment top stitch once again. And then I will apply right here only the front part though. So click one right there to apply the top stitches onto the front of the t-shirt. Okay, so if we look at closely here, the color is off because I want the color a little bit darker here. And the right location, which is perfect, I'm going to come over here, click on that next front overlock top stitch, and then change the color here. Simply use this eyedropper tool once again, click on it, and then click one on the shirt to pick the color from it. It's almost there. However though, let me press on escape here to get out of that tool, and I'm going to slide down just a little bit to get it a little bit darker. And now I'm going to click on apply and close. So there you go. However though, we want these to be underneath, not on top. To do so, once again, come over here to the top stitch, which is neck front overlock, and then scroll down here. We want to change that from front to back, and that's it. So now the top stitch lay right beneath the front next band. So next we want to apply more top stitches onto the sleeve and the hem. To do so, we need two different kinds of top stitches. One is double top stitches, and underneath right here we want that to be overlock. So first of all, let's apply these top stitches here, but we're gonna create a copy though because we want to change a little different, okay? So I'm going to name this sleeve, hem, and overlock, okay? And I'm going to simply come over here to the segment top stitch once again, and I'm going to zoom in here. We want to click one right here to apply the top stitch, and we also want to apply here. However though, we have an issue here. To apply the perfect top stitches onto the garment, we want to join any points right here and right here. We can also convert that to curve point here. I will use this edit pattern tool, click on that point, right click, and convert to curve point. And then I can use that segment top stitch here and then click one right there to apply the top stitch. Although we don't really see the top stitches right now because the top stitches is on the back, we want to change that to the front. Let's come over here to the sleeve hem overlock top stitch, and then we want to change the facing to front here, okay? And now as it is, we get to see the top stitches. So next we want to join this point here. To join this point, I will use this edit pattern tool, my key selects both the point, right click, and then select merge to average. I will do the same here, right click, and then select merge to average. So next we will do the same here with this back pattern. Convert these to curve point first, and then we want to join this point here. Let's see if there are, yeah, I'm going to right click and then select merge to average. The same with right here, and then convert both of them to curve points. All right, let's finish apply these overlock top stitches right here. I will select these once again, segment top stitches, and then click right there to apply. So first of all, be sure you are on that top stitches, okay? So we apply on the back and the front, perfect. So next, we are going to apply double top stitches on to the sleeve and hem. To do so, I will come over here to this object browser and click on this single next all top stitch and click on this copy here to create a copy. And this time I'm going to name this sleeve, hem, and double. And now I'm going to simply come down here and then customize a little. So we want to change the offset here to 0. And then come over here. We want to change this number of lines to 2. So after that, I'm going to come over here and use that. Once again, segment top stitch tool, and we want to click on this top line right here. The same with the sleeve and the same with the front. So now we have these perfect double top stitches on top of the garment as well as overlock top stitches underneath the garment. Alright, so before we continue to change the particle distance on this garment, we want to double check, see if the top stitch lay the way it is. So right there, it is perfect and look pretty natural. And we'll check right here. So it is perfect where it's belong. So next, we want to change the particle distance here to 10. To do so, I will come over here and use the transform pattern tool. And I'm going to marquee, select all these pattern pieces from now. And then come over here, change this particle distance to 10, press on return enter on the keyboard to confirm. Then I'm going to click one on the page to deselect, and we want to change this particle distance here to the neckband as well as the small pieces for the binding. And let's see, I'm going to simply zoom in and then press on shift and click on that piece right there and come to the property editor, and this time we will change that to 5 and then press on return enter on the keyboard to confirm. Next, let's strengthen the pattern first and let's simulate. And I'm going to let it finish the simulation before I click stop. And that is let unstrengthen here. We want to see the end result. Okay, there you have it, design instructor. I hope you guys found the video helpful. And remember to give it a thumbs up and follow me on Encoder Fashion for more awesome video like this. Thanks so much for watching, guys.